Hi, this is Derek from Boise Cylinder Head Services. Today we're continuing on with the Toyota 1.3 liter Starlet, 1981 Starlet cylinder head. We are going to glass bead these valves here and grind them and see which ones are savable. They don't look like they're in that bad a shape, so I imagine we'll save them all. Again, the issue was with this head, bad gas got shot through it and it stuck the guides. The stem of the valve got stuck in the guide, and so they wouldn't close properly. So we're going to go over here to our glass bead machine. I'm going to touch these up real quick, then we'll go to our valve grinder. This is going to be a little noisy. That's the valves inside the glass beater, cylinder head we're working on. Take that out of here. Oh shit. And close this thing up, shut off our light. As you can see, we've knocked off all the carbon buildup there. They don't look perfect like a new valve, but they do look significantly better than when they were coated with all that carbon. And I try and stay away from the stem area so that it doesn't affect our guide to valve clearance, because that could cause other issues that we wouldn't want to have happen. But yeah, we're going to take it over to our valve grinder. I'm going to blow them off on our walk over there. And let me blow them off right here. And we'll come over to our quick lay valve grinder here. Brush it in over there. I'm just like setting them all up over here. I'm going to grind our exhaust valves first. We've oiled up this machine this morning, so it should be all ready to go. We'll check our surface finish and make sure it looks good to continue on. Always make sure you're wearing your safety glasses when you are working this type of machine. I'm going to have our fluid running to cool down our valve. We just drag the valve back towards the stone here. Usually give it a light touch and put the fluid on it. And we'll just grind it till it comes clean. These older valves have a little bit thicker face and margin. You can get away with a lot more than on newer valves, which are a lot thinner and have a smaller tolerance. Once you get the valve ground, we can pull it out of here and we'll look at our finish. It looks pretty good, pretty smooth all the way across, no pits. So we're just going to do that to the other 4 here, and then we'll switch to the intake valves. When a valve's bent, it only touches about half the valve, sometimes less, sometimes more, but it definitely doesn't contact all the way around. So we keep an eye out for that. The sound is important, and just watching the thing clean up all the way, and if 5 to 10 thousandths of an inch should be sufficient. That's enough for this one. No pits, got a good grind on it, nice and smooth. Looks good. Looks like they're all going to turn out. You can see how it starts here with little bits of pits and wear on it, and that's what we're trying to get rid of, is just all that inconsistent surface there to make a consistent, nice, smooth surface. All right, we'll pop another one in. That's less consistent than the others. You kind of hear chirping noise. It's a little worn out more than the others, but it's starting to clean up pretty good. We're still within our 5 to 10 thousandths there. Probably at about 6, 7 thousandths. That should do it. Here we are, a nice consistent finish, smooth. Here we go. That one's off to a little bit of a noisy start, but it smooths out pretty quickly. A lot of times these things will get heat warped and distorted. Sometimes extremely, sometimes not so much. I'd say this is not so much. They're all cleaning up relatively quickly, so that's a good sign. Another smooth finish there. Kind of hard to see with all that oil on it, but it's a pretty sweet finish. That's definitely going to seal. Now let's move on to the intake valves. These ones don't have as much pitting to worry about, but they do kind of get an impression of the seat on it. You can kind of see the little inconsistencies in the surface where that valve seat is pounded in a little bit. But intakes tend to clean up a lot quicker than the exhaust, so we'll see. There we go. This one had quite a seat imprint in it. Pounded in pretty good. Still within our 5 to 10 range on these things. But let's see what our finish looks like. Nice, even, consistent, not scratchy. Cool. Just finish up the other 3. Then we'll grind the tips of these valves. And there you have it. There's all 8 valves ground out. We'll set them all right here, and then we'll touch up these tips. That usually goes pretty quick. Just got to lock it in our fixture here. Yeah, well, we set our stone to just touch it there. Lock our fixture in. Turn it on, and we should be able to just knock these out pretty quick. That just cleans up the end of our valve here. Goes from a dull worn finish here to a nice shiny one. Kind of hard to see on that, but it definitely gets rid of any imperfections. So our 4 exhaust valves, our 4 intake valves, ooh, that one's a little inconsistent there, so we're going to have to take a little more off that one. Yep. There's still a little spot on that one. This might have been one of the ones that was stuck in there pretty good from the bad gas. We had to tap on that thing pretty hard to get it out. But we've cleaned it up, and it took about 7-8 thousandths. And that's all our ground valves. They did turn out. So now we're just going to work up a sheet and estimate this paper out, or this cylinder head out. And then we'll move on to the next step once our customer approves this project. So that's all we got for today on that Toyota 1.3 liter Starlet 1981. Thank you for watching, and remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification button. And remember, it's all in your head.